Hey, if you like movie reviews, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions are a big part of what the YouTube algorithm is now, and we could really use your help. Thank you. Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy, Never. And you're watching The Never Show. Yes, the only show with lemons and limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? Why wouldn't you want a third eye? And yes, it's Wednesday again, my friends, and that means we review the movies, and you've clicked on that impeccable thumbnail that I have worked hard with my blood, sweat, and tears to create for your viewing pleasure. So, without further ado, let's get right into that film, shall we? And today's film is Avengers Infinity War. Now, it is a PG-13 movie. It is 2 hours and 29 minutes. It is an action, adventure, fantasy, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. I will get more into what I feel like. We're going to cover the writers really quick. There are 14 writing credits. Most of them are created by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely did the screenplay for this. As you know, the legends of everything, who created Star-Lord, who created this, go to IMDb and find out. Because, you know, like, we know Stan Lee is going to be in this movie, and he is in there. God love that man. He is still alive and still kicking and still doing these things. I don't know how he does it. Okay, we're going to run down the cast quickly. We have Robert Downey Jr., a.k.a. Tony Stark. We got Chris Hemsworth, the Thor. Mark Ruffalo. I still prefer Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. Sorry, Mark. It's nothing personal. I just liked him better. Krista Evans as Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America. Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, a.k.a. Black Widow. Don Cheadle, who spilled the beans on this film, and I ended up watching it, so I know what happens. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you find out where Don Cheadle is, tell him that I am very angry for him spilling the beans on this film, as he was James Rhodes' War Machine. Benedict Cumberbatch, I hate saying his name, but he is a beautiful man, as Doctor Strange. Tom Holland as Spider-Man, a.k.a. Peter Parker. Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, a.k.a. the Black Panther. Zoe Saldana as Gamora. Karen Gillan as Nebula. Tom Hiddleston, I'm not sure. Terrible with names. I'm just really bad, sorry. As Loki. Paul Bettany as Vision. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, a.k.a. Scarlet Witch, and Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, a.k.a. Falcon. I'm not going to do any more, even though that there is some great names. Production companies were Marvel Studios. Our distributor here in the good old US of A, God bless America, land that I love, is Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Special effects, capital T. Synsight, Clear Angle Studios, Digital Domain, Direct Dimensions, DDI, Double Negative, good name, we've heard them before. Elstree, Exceptional Minds, Frame Store, Golden Flute. There's so many. And they had Weta Digital. We'll jump down. Weta Digital, Scanline VFX, Lola Visual Effects. ILM was involved in this, so it's beautiful. Okay, now my thoughts on the movie. We're going to start this off very seriously. This is not for your casual Marvel fan. This is for the hardcore fanboys, because what you see here, don't take your young kids to this. I'm going to be very blunt on that. I don't want to see you take your young kids to this. They will lose the storyline, and you will see kids crying. And I did see kids crying in the theater, and it's not fair to them. They're not going to understand what's happening here. I had a little bit of trouble following myself because there's so many characters, so many storylines, and I felt like the Star-Lord scene where he interacts with Thor, I felt that was a little off character for him because it was a little more, of a jerk move for him. And he doesn't really come off as a jerk in the previous films. Just saying. Now, I'm not saying that's a spoiler, but I do like the new younger Groot. I happen to think it's comically hilarious that he's going through puberty. I feel that we've seen him as baby Groot in the second film, and now he's a teenager and he's grumpy. I am Groot. Nah. Yeah, I'll love that part. And that's why I'm concerned. I'm worried that people are going to take their kids to this and they're going to see a Marvel timeline that isn't exactly preferable, if you know what I mean. I'm trying not to be spoilery here, and it's really hard. It's, you don't want to tell people, and you're going to see kids cry because, some of their favorite characters don't end up in a favorable position. Don Cheadle spoiled it for everyone, and I'm super mad at him. Because it's like, as a reviewer, I'm trying not to be tainted, but every now and again you click on, a cast promo or something, or you click on a video on YouTube and, oops, there's Don Cheadle talking about how things didn't exactly go the way you think it's going to go in the movie. And I blame him for that. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks about this. I like it, but I feel that there are some really, continuity and continuity problems aside, it is a high action film, and I think there's some goof somewhere. There was something with my mind. I saw a couple of scenes where it didn't make so much sense. It is a 9.0 on IMDb. It is a 48% on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes, which means it's good. You're not going to get let down here unless you're young kids and you don't understand what's going on and you see some of your favorite superheroes take the beat down. I think that seems apt, and it's not spoilery. And I feel that's where I'm going to leave it. This is a definite TV watch. It is a definite DVD buy. I do want to see this in the theaters again. It's just not this week. So if you like what you see in here, make sure you hit that like button. It does nothing in the YouTube algorithm other than giving me a big kitty head, and I already got one of those. And I don't need to get it any bigger. Just saying, folks. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Tell me your realities, your fan fictions, your fantasies, anything you want. Spill your guts out, children. I am here to listen to your problems. And that said, I have to ask, this is what keeps small channels like mine afloat. We have a Patreon. We have an Amazon. And if you could donate to either of them, we would be eternally grateful to you. Make sure that you put your name in there somewhere and links to your channel or Instagram or whatever you want us to promote, because we say, thank you, your name here. And it's been a little thin on your name here things. Just saying. It's also been a little thin on comments. And I'm wondering what's wrong, guys. That said, if you like what you see in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. In the YouTube algorithm, subscriptions mean everything, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye!